Hi, welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fist Fight from Fatal Butterfly and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday! So great to be back on this rockin' Wednesday night with you all, beautiful summer night. And I will go over Musicians Hangout mission statement, and then we will introduce our guest for tonight. All right, so Musicians Hangout mission statement is to be part of a revolution, to create friendships with other artists, and build a community network to save music. And we keep on keeping on, my girl. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so tonight we have what was
we
that?
should remind kids that Musicians Hangout, we support music and not underage drinking.
Thank you for that. All right, so tonight we have our friends from 21 Day Coma. Hi guys, thanks for joining us tonight.
How you doing tonight?
Hola.
Hey, Maxine.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you for being on the show. Absolutely love your jam spot.
So do we.
Yes, absolutely.
So where are you guys airing from tonight?
It is a mystical place. So it's kind of hidden in the rocks of the mountainside out in Colorado, close to NORAD.
You're messing with us. That's so funny.
No, we're broadcasting live from Renton, Washington. Unincorporated Renton.
You're not in Colorado.
Chuck's place.
It is out of Pleasant Way, but
Oh, she's Finn. I'm on the wrong show.
All right, guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves individually and tell us how you got started out as a musician. Hi, puppy.
Who goes first? Oh, I'm on the end. I'm the bass player.
Why not?
I'm usually holding up the end. So anyway, I got started with my tennis racket in back in the early days. But when I started playing electrics, it was with an old guitar, and it was like I could use it like a vibrato arm. And my brother had a better paper route, so I got demoted to bass. So pretty much a paper route, my brother's paper route got me into it. And so
very cool.
Here I am, and the rest is history.
Oh, love that. Very cool.
that's probably the most unusual answer we've ever gotten. How did you start your music career? It's never been my brother's paper route.
Yeah, never. Yeah, very
Well, it is the truth.
awesome. Respect that, definitely. You win something like a sticker. I'll make you a sticker or something, or a sock puppet. We were going to do those.
Well, I started. I started at high school. In high school, actually, and we started playing the sock hops. That's what they play. That's what they called them back in that day.
That was before cars had seat belts.
And you could do the gator. And I remember playing, and I never seen anybody do the gator before. And
can you demonstrate the gator for us?
Yes, please do.
What the gator is?
No, that's what he said. She just asked if you could demonstrate it.
Gator. I could demonstrate.
Demonstrate it. I want to see it. See it, Billy.
Now it's where the guy would like get in a push-up position, and the gal would wrap herself up crab-like around the guy, and then he would just kind of dance around. It was the most ridiculous and semi-repulsive thing you've ever seen. And only worked with certain people.
So
Really.
wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So the gator is like some dude giving a chick a piggyback ride?
Well, the other way
As he's
around,
doing push-ups,
more
I
like
guess.
a
Yes, he's doing. So they're playing
upside
first.
down inverted piggyback. So
Upside down inverted?
yes.
So like a 69 piggyback.
Yeah, how'd you know? You've done the gator.
I've done the gator.
Procreate.
I have done the gator.
And the gator. Oh my
I've been
goodness.
a couple daters actually.
Watch out for your Google searches, everyone.
How did you get started?
I just, had a friend with a guitar. I wanted to play, and I just wanted like cheap Toys R Us, like speaker built-in guitar. And my parents said, "No, we're gonna get you a good guitar, and you're gonna learn to play it." Oops. Boy, did they regret that a few years later, but it's been a good ride.
I doubt that.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I joined my first band, maybe 8th grade, something like that. I was pretty hooked from there.
What was the name of your first band?
We never had a name. No.
The Nameless Band.
There was a nameless
We'll
band.
learn about each
There
other.
was a nameless band.
Mine was Iron Toad. Iron Toad.
That was your first band name,
Yeah,
Iron Toad?
Iron Toad.
Interesting.
Badass. Iron Toad, yes.
Yeah.
I love
Better
it.
than the Druids.
I want merch just for that.
Iron Dude.
Oh, That's
Iron
the toad. That's what they used to say.
Don't scratch the toad.
Yeah.
Well, now they don't lick the toad.
Don't lick the toad. Yeah.
Well, certain toads. There's some toads I will lick.
That would be good.
That's your own personal choice, Chuck. It's okay.
That was our second name. That was our second choice. For
I'm a
the
toad
name of the
licker from
band,
way back.
Lick the toad.
That's another band name. All new Toad Lickers.
Toad licker.
Do you remember your first band's name?
No, but I remember we were gonna play our middle school prom, and we just picked names off of a bookshelf, and it was called The Devil's Alternative. We were kind of metal, and
Oh, that sounds cool though.
and start my
Yeah,
heart.
totally.
And the school wouldn't allow that. We weren't a
Oh,
religious school, but still, I guess there's. But so we ended up going by the Rage of Angels.
The Rage of Angels.
Actually, it was a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
that's cool too. Yeah.
No, it was a regular public school. But they wouldn't let us be Devil's Alternative.
They wouldn't let us be devils. Even though we were.
We
Even
were
though-
Right.
Accurate.
What about you, Corey?
I'm next to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess where I started off in music, I didn't go to a Catholic school, but I did go to a private Christian school for pretty much my whole life. But I did a lot with competing in music, so being in a choir, large ensemble, mixed quartet, and duets, and stuff like that, and competed with other private schools around the area. And so all through my high school year, placing first in our mixed quartet, actually went to nationals once and placed sixth. So it was that's where I kind of got the bug of doing music and being a vocalist. And then once I got out into the real world, where the real music was, that's when I just kind of fell in love with doing the whole rock music thing. And our first band that I was in was called Limited Sight Distance. So remember that vividly.
Nice.
Drummer dude?
Sight distance.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
my
we saw it
journey.
on the sign on the side of the freeway,
Yeah, limited sight distance as you're coming in Seattle.
Yep.
Like
That's the
we're
one.
by the James Street exit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put abbreviates to LSD.
Well, that was just for promotional stuff. I didn't go by, well, actually, no, there was a couple times on the marquee where it did say LSD. So,
Nice. Do you have any?
no.
Oh. Back to toads, I guess.
Okay. Wah wah.
What about you, drummer dude?
Well,
How'd you start your crusade?
when I was really young, my mom gave me some silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling. So I played with that for a while. But when I got bored of that, I took a folk guitar class in junior high that taught me about 5 miserable songs and 4 miserable chords. And that's about all the musical training I ever had. Everything else I kind of taught myself. Didn't really get into music and bands until my 40th birthday when I started playing drums. And from there, it progressed.
Last year.
Thank you. It progressed. It progressed quickly into a cover band where I played some drums and sang everything. We called ourselves Lodi because everybody said I wouldn't get nothing done without a bong load. So we named our band Lodi, and yeah, here we are, man. I get to play with these great guys now, so I'm pretty lucky, you know.
Yeah.
I got this fabulous bass player, this monster guitar player, this kick-ass vocalist. I mean, right? I'm pretty much blessed, right?
Yeah, I've played music with a few of those guys
For
before.
he didn't get into this until he was old already, or medium.
Or medium.
Yeah. Chuck does have a very good point. I find it a blessing being able to play with these guys. I mean, they're very talented musicians, just with what they do and how they do it, you know, and it's just very interesting how we even create stuff. It's like all of a sudden we're just goofing off and playing this riff and that riff, and it's like, hey, that sounds like something. Yeah, let's go. And all of a sudden you start finding stuff. It's awesome. We never miss a beat.
Well, I do. I'm the drummer.
You do not. Jeez.
You know, that reminds me of a little story, Chuck.
I have your drum key in my vest already, so I won't forget it.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
My other drum key broke, so.
Oh,
like,
that's so cool when you find when you can get your drum key back. That's lucky.
Then I can set my drums up because I can't set them up without my damn key.
Oh.
Wow.
I have like 3 keys. Now I got to knock on wood so I don't lose one. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a key so you have an extra.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's about it.
Can never have too many drum keys.
So,
Even if you're not a drummer. Right?
You know, believe it or not, that's not something I have in my arsenal. I need to go pick up a couple drum keys and stick them in my backpack. I've got guitar chords, I got guitar strings, I got guitar picks. I don't have any bass strings. I need to pick up some of those.
9-volt battery.
A bag full of
9-volt batteries.
Always have a 9-volt battery.
No,
Is
they
it
need
gonna
to
need
take
them for pedals or for instruments? Like,
Yeah. Yep. That's guitarists need 9 volts, man. I know. And we didn't have one at the 4th of July gig, a party thing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We remember.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
What's funny is that, you know, we usually get in here. We're a very busy band. We get in here. We just are so brimming with creativity. We come in here and we just start creating things. But I've never really found out anything about these guys except for Chuck. You know, it took me a while just to get his name right. But where were you guys from? Are you from Seattle? You too?
I'm actually from the Puget Sound area. I was actually born in Seattle, raised in Everett.
I guess we're doing the interview now.
Yeah. That's okay. I love it.
No, I know. No, I was just saying we're going to learn a lot about each other tonight.
Yeah.
You guys should know these things.
Well, no, we want to create music. That's what we do. That's what's fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I didn't know if he has a brother or not. I never asked. It's not my, not what I'm doing.
No brothers.
No brother Jimmy, sisters.
She's dead to me.
Okay,
Wow.
fair enough. See, now it's gonna get emotional. I'm gonna start crying because Chuck doesn't have a sister anymore.
Don't it doesn't bother me at all.
I'm gonna guess something. I'm gonna guess that you had 2 sisters
No, I had one, and she was a big enough bitch to be 2.
and no brother.
She lives in California.
I'm kidding. I love my sister. My sister is awesome. No, I have one sister. She lives in
Only
San Jose.
child.
Only child.
Okay, I was pretty close.
Yeah. Only child.
But he's from Detroit.
Nope.
No, originally where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Joy.
Jersey.
What
You from
parents-
Jersey? I'm from Jersey.
You're from
Jersey. I'm from Jersey.
I spent time in Jersey.
Let's talk about dogs and daughters.
Why, I
Dogs and
spent time,
daughters, and what's with the hat and stuff? I don't get that.
I spent time in Wildwood in
Walla
Atlantic
Walla.
City.
Walla Walla,
But I
Washington.
moved to Michigan when I was 5, so I don't remember.
So do they call you Dennis Dennis?
Dennis Dennis.
Dennis?
Dennis
from Walla Walla.
Well, actually, Dennis backwards is
Sind.
sinned. Yes, and that really fit. I was from Walla Walla.
Ah.
But
Wait, how long did it take you to come up with that one?
I didn't
Been
figure
working
it
on
out. But until I saw my name in the mirror. It was like a red drum, you know.
Red drum.
Dennis Sin.
Somebody better gain quick.
That's awesome.
Just spelled.
No, actually, I'm really an alien, so I've lived on the planet Zufar for the last, 150 years.
It smells like
I just
Zufar.
came-
And now you know that. That's what I love about Musicians Hangout, though, is you guys actually get to hang out. Like, you create music together, but like you said, you haven't asked each other some of these common questions that friends would. And now you get to know each other at an even different level. That's pretty sweet.
I feel
Well, I was a
feel
Navy
closer
brat.
already.
I was a Navy brat, so I've been everywhere and I've been nowhere.
Oh,
Remember-
yeah.
Name of a song or an album. or
We should
something.
make a segment called "How Well Do You Know Your Band" and make it like a game.
Yeah.
Hey, there
that
you
would
go.
be awesome.
What would be the prize though? What do we win?
I don't know. We got to do some thinking on that. But that is a great idea.
We could figure that out. We could figure out prizes. That'd be fun.
Just as long as I get a buzzer. I just want to be able to have the buzzer.
Yes.
I don't care if I get anything right or not. I just want the buzzer.
Just want some red.
Okay, I'll find a buzzer.
We could give out vacations, but yeah, we could give out a 21-day Coma.
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet. Yes. Now, do you guys have merch?
Not yet.
You should.
We are
I
going to
have
work.
some
We are
in the
going
back
to
of
work
the
towards that goal.
pickup.
And speaking of 21 Day Coma, how did you guys get that name for your band?
Well,
Oh, that's a good question.
that's it.
I'm the guy that went into the 21 day coma. Actually, I went to 28 days. And
Well, we already had the
I
name
was-
figured out, and we bought the
I was
website, so we
so-
won't change it.
it was the
Domain name.
COVID thing. I got COVID and I was like right.
Very early.
It was very early. It was like in early March of 2020. And they still didn't know that. Yeah, they still didn't
We only
know.
He
had
was
one
one
jam.
of-
We only had one jam.
He was
Yeah.
one of the first people actually to get it.
Yeah.
We came in the room and we had one jam together, and I think we all knew that we had something special. Would you
Yeah.
say that?
Oh, yeah.
That night,
They
we knew
rocked.
that we had
They did.
something special. And then he went and played an open mic, and we were all still out and about a little bit, before the shutdown. And he got COVID, and yeah, we almost lost him. He had about a 10% chance to live. He was in a coma for 28
In
days.
those days, they just stuck a ventilator down your throat.
You know?
That's what they did.
And
So,
we didn't know if he was coming back to us or not. And then he hit me up from he was in rehab, I think, and he hit me up and said he had a great name for a song, 21 Day Coma, because he thought he'd been in a coma for 21 days when it was actually 28. And I told him, no, that's
guys, my
that-
brothers hung in there with it, waited for me to come out.
fucking A,
They
man.
didn't replace me.
Fuck
There's
no, they
plenty
didn't
of people.
replace
They were
you.
lining up.
No, man, we didn't, no, but then he said that, and I'm like, no, that's a better band name.
Yeah.
So that's where the band name was derived from. And yeah, we hung out and waited for him, and I think it's a good thing that we did, because there's something really special going on here. I don't know exactly what it is, but we can get in a room and just out of thin air, and that's how we create everything, right out of thin
Yeah.
air in this room, just like that, a beat or a riff, and it's on, and we know where each other's already going before we even get there. We know where the changes are. We know what's going to happen. We just it's just weird.
It's like putty, isn't it?
It's
We come in and we put everything together. And it's this that we just keep playing it over and over. We shape it into something that makes.
But it always,
musical
when it
sense.
starts
It's a
out, it
certain
always,
style,
when it starts out though, it's always good from the beginning. You know what I mean? We're all
spark in there.
yeah. There's always,
Well,
and we
except for
already
that
know where
last
each
one
other
that you
is.
played. I don't know what that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, that last one.
That
That's
last
still-
one.
That's still a big piece of.
You guys will
pie.
never hear the last one we played.
That's a good thing we have recorders.
Yes, but I'm in control of it. I deleted.
But I truly feel honored to be playing with these guys.
Amen to that.
There's something really special here going on, and I
Cheers
think
to that.
people are really going to dig it when we can get it out there for the masses.
Yes.
You know,
Where's our next mass?
well,
Saturday night.
Saturday night we're going to be at the Spanaway for the 11th year of the LLS benefit to support Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Yes, yes, yes.
We will have a pile of door rumors. We would love all of you to come out. I think it's a $10 donation. You can go to Northwest Bands for LLS and find out information. You can go to Rock Mama's page.
We have the link on our page, right?
Got the link on our
Yep.
page, 21 Day Coma. And please come out and support. We're going to auction off some cool stuff. Got a really nice Dean guitar we're auctioning off this year with a Line 6 amp case and everything. Mama's got some beautiful Coach bags and things. So that's going to be a good event. And then for those of you who
up in the north end.
didn't get to catch us up in the north end
Yeah.
because we had to cancel that show due to a outbreak within our ranks, we're going to be at the Anchor.
We're going to be at the Anchor in Everett. What, September 3rd? Is
September
that right?
3rd.
That should be a fun one.
And then, if you don't feel like going all the way to Spanaway, we're coming to Tacoma.
That's right. Coma.
And you're coming with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maxwell.
We'll be
Maxine,
playing
gonna
the
be
show with your very own Maxine Maxwell
There.
out at O'Malley's Pub in Tacoma, which rocks every time you're there. So come out
yeah, it
and
does.
join.
I love O'Malley's. Oh gosh,
I do too.
yes.
It's cool.
Yeah.
We are gonna have so much fun, and the food,
So
Yes.
good.
so good. That Irish pub. Oh yeah.
Sold.
Yeah. Have you played O'Malley's?
Oh,
I'm trying. It's
I
like
have
an
not,
Irish
huh?
pub.
Yes,
right?
Irish
An
pub off of
Irish-
I played there at least.
played O'Malley's probably
Yeah,
100
right.
times, haven't you, Dennis? He's being all like, have I played O'Malley's? Where is that one? Right?
Remember where I played.
and that place called Rome.
He's been playing around.
BC.
He's been playing around here so long that most of the places he played don't even exist anymore.
That's right. It was before electricity. It's really hard for.
You know,
Trying to play by lamplight.
back they had to plug in. They had to plug into lamplight with their bass guitars back in that day. Yeah, I mean it was tough. Kerosene powered
No way.
guitars. Yeah,
It was with the band, the Handsome Ortegas. We were the handsomest men in all of Mexico. We migrated up to play
Oh, God.
shit. And
Who was the handsomest one? I'm just curious.
the Handsome Ortegas. We surfed the Rio Grande all
Oh,
the way over
nice.
to-
I just saw that Harry Cooter in the damn
Harry
nasty.
Cooter's on.
Harry Cooter's with us. Hi, Harry. And we've got Christina Baldwin from Ascent.
Hey, Christine, how you doing?
Yes, I'm
Playing
so
it
excited.
soon. Looking forward to that one. So
Yes.
Ascent will be jamming with us up at the Anchor Pub in Everett, man. Straight up from California. They're gonna kick some ass too. It's gonna be a good night.
I'm gonna be at that show.
Good paper cat.
Yeah, they're
And
playing that
Monkey.
night too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
playing.
Monkey.
We've got Joe in the house. Hey, guys. We've got all
of a
sorts of
sudden, I got
Tell him, Joe.
I've got
Oh,
my
monkey.
old band coming on and watching this show right now. That's awesome. Thank you guys for the support. I love you.
We
Absolutely.
love them too, but to a lesser extent.
platonically.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
All right,
Gonna make
chat
it-
room. If you have questions for our guests tonight, don't hesitate to type it out. Let us know what you want us to have our musicians on the show tonight. Oh, we
And
love you
Rock-
too, Mama.
Yeah, we love you, Rock Mama.
Love, love, love.
All musicians. All of us.
Mhm.
All of
So
us.
Yes.
excited.
Hang out with you. And oh yeah, we're gonna have so much fun together.
Well, and we're gonna be there Saturday because we're gonna be streaming it
Yes.
on me.
Oh, that's
Hangout.
right.
These two wonderful ladies We'll be live streaming the event,
Very
the
cool.
LLF event in Spanaway.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you.
It's gonna be awesome. You know how much we love you guys.
We love you guys just as much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's turning into a mushy love fest around. We love you.
Uh,
I'm gonna cry.
No,
My
Oh,
friend.
see, I can't even get a kiss from my bandmate.
nah.
You know, if we were in France, he'd have been all over me.
I'd have still been wearing my mask.
This
That's
isn't
only the
on
height
at
of the lug.
all.
Well, there is that.
Wearing his mask is better for all of us.
Is it?
It's all upside down.
No way.
You can only have so much sexy in one band, so if everybody takes their mask off, it might over sexy the
It was right the
camera.
first time, wasn't it?
You know what I mean? So we figured 2 out of 4 of us is probably enough sexy for one show. Next time me and Dennis will be in mask, and you can see these two studs.
So what is the worst
By the
show
crowd.
you have?
We have a question for you guys from the chat.
What is the worst show you've ever played ever, and why?
Okay, so interestingly enough, we can't answer this yet as 21 Day Coma. We haven't
okay.
played out yet.
We haven't played out. Oh yeah.
Well, publicly, we've done one bash party, and that was it so far. You know, so we're just kind of coming into
Well,
this.
how about on a personal?
But on a personal level,
Uh-huh.
what was your worst show?
Never had one. I really never have. I've been fortunate that every time I've gone out and played, even I'm the kind of guy, if there's 2 people or 200 people or 2,000 people, I'm going to give you everything I got. That's just
Yeah.
me. I don't care who's there. I'm going to be the spastic drummer dude I always am. And that's just what it is. But I've never had like a bad show. I've never been booed. I've never had the total just absolute Spinal Tap meltdown moments. I didn't blow up behind the drum kit.
That's because you didn't crank to 11.
Oh, I've been to 11, man. Believe me.
Yes.
Past 11 many a times. So really, I mean, honestly, I don't recall ever having like a bad show. I mean, I've had performances that we've done that I'm not always happy with, but when you're looking at yourself, you're never happy anyway, right?
Yeah.
Right?
The mirror
True.
must be a
Like that mirror's the mirror's a bitch. So, but for me, I can't really think of a bad show.
Nice.
You?
You know what? Now that you say it, I don't.
And I just love performing.
I can't say it would be a bad show. I mean, I've gone to places that the sound wasn't that great, or maybe we played as a band, we played off, but I've never had one that was like terrible that I walked away from and went, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I haven't had that.
I played at 2 times, believe it or not, at drive-in theaters, and
Ooh,
one
what's
was pretty good. But the
This
next
guy's done like everything weird.
Yeah, I love it.
and then those weren't too bad, even though intermission they'd rather watch the cartoons than the band. But I'd say the worst one was at a monster truck rally. And we started playing this at the break, and we started playing. Everybody's digging the rock and roll. It was out at some stadium in Walla Walla, Washington. And
Hey, oh, it got even better.
but anyway, so we were out there playing, and the guys, we didn't know they were waving at us to stop so they could run the truck some more, So he came over and we were playing, and they just pulled the plug out while we were in the middle of the song and just like embarrassed the hell out of us.
Oh, that sucks.
Shouldn't that stink? And so I turned around and gave him the 1-finger salute, and like that. And he was this, big trucker dude, and I was this kid, 18. And so there was almost a fight out there in front of, there must have been about, it was quite a rally. So it was about 4,000 people.
Nice.
It was nice. So I'd say that was about breaking.
Nice. And but again, you guys play too.
Yeah.
How can we ever have a bad show when we're so damn fortunate and so lucky to be able to get up on a stage, any stage, and share what we create with other people?
Yeah.
We don't even have them respond to that. it's so humbling and so,
Yeah.
I mean, how can you have a bad, you know what I mean? Other than maybe someone unplugging you like they did tennis.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've
feel
been
so
unplugged before, but it was by accident. It was totally by accident. It was at O'Malley's, actually. So last time we played O'Malley's was with a YouTube cover band, and they were getting ready to switch their equipment out right after we were done. And someone accidentally unplugged us, and the place, like, everybody just got pissed. And they were like, "You don't unplug the Maxwells." And we were like, no, it's okay. It was an accident.
Hey, that's
like,
great. O'Malley's had your back.
They did. They almost didn't let that band get on stage because they thought they had purposely unplugged us, and they were like, "Nope, you're done." And
Nice.
they got to play because, well, they proved that it was a total accident, and we were cool with it. We know that shit like that happens. I've never had like a bad experience at a show, like no meltdowns or any drama. And I've been to a show where that's happened though. Like back in North Dakota, one of Max's bands, a bass player quit like during their break. He just quit. And it was like, you got to like finish at least. So they talked him into it. They took a longer break than they were supposed to. But he got back up on stage, but the band broke up not too long after that. It was really sad.
And how about you, man?
Okay, yeah, I played hundreds of shows, and I've had some train wrecks. I've had some horrible moments. I've had some Spinal Tap shit. So things are a little foggy for me these days. But two that I can think of, and then really end up making the most of. One was in high school. I was doing this talent show, and as a tribute to Rush, and it was a solo guitar thing. And I created this guitar stand in shop class because Alex Lifeson from Rush, he plays acoustic and then jumps off and does electric and goes back and forth. And I was all set up to do that. And it was right after, it was like the second number. The opening number was Aquarius with the chorus. And the director wanted to have all the people from the chorus sit down out front like this Woodstock type of thing. So not only was there this huge audience, probably like 300 or 400 people of high school students and parents and stuff, and then there's this also little group here. I do my acoustic intro, go to play the electric, and I was going direct for my effects into the PA, and some connection, it didn't work. Go back, fiddle with some things.
Oh no!
Hey guys, I'm not getting any sound here. Finally, one of the girls in the chorus is like, "Adam, play the acoustic." It's like, oh yeah. So I go back and follow through, the Rush tunes that would work good on acoustic. About, got a couple minutes through, and everything was cool. And the next night, I just borrowed somebody else's amp. And just the next night, when the amp came on, everybody was like, "Yeah!" So,
You made up.
it was kind of a horrible experience, but also be like, hey, if I can have like a moment like that, and everything's fine.
That's what it is, man.
That's what it is, You're gonna have some rough moments on stage.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Another good one was years later when we're playing the bars. I was with this jam band, blues, funk, Grateful Dead type stuff, and we usually did Tuesday nights, but this was a Saturday, and I was late from work, and it was packed, and I guess the lead singer freaked out and.
Oh man.
Drunky McLugluck?
Just.
Oh, no.
I think we only made it like 3 songs before they bounced him. Like he was up there like, he was heckling the band like in the middle of the songs and stuff, and they just we had to regroup, and that was a horrible set. But our percussionist brought his friend from art class or something. He's like, hey, can she come up and sing some songs with us? And killed it.
Nice.
And ended up becoming our new old lead singer, new lead singer, same show.
Oh, that's bitchin'. That's a great story. Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, fun times.
I guess
Christina says
I had the worst
that they were.
experiences is we were playing with Black Happy, right? So I don't know who booked us on coming after Black Happy, If you know who Black Happy is?
No.
You guys don't? Well, nobody knows who Black Happy is. They were a pretty big band back in the day.
I've only been in Seattle 10 years, so.
Oh, okay.
That's a
And I've only been alive so many.
But it was one of those things that, we should have been on before them because they brought on this huge crowd and they brought in this big crowd. So we were on after them. Our friends stayed,
But everybody else left.
but 3/4 of the crowd, and then to see 3/4 of the crowd leave after their favorite band get off, that's kind of crap.
Happens a lot, too.
I've seen that. That is one of the hardest things, being that like next to last up. And I've done that. I remember this with a limited sight distance way back when. And yeah, we played our set and we killed it. And our friends, and we drew out a pretty decent crowd at that time. And our friends were, yeah. And then as we're just moving our stuff out and the next band is setting their stuff up, my friends are like, hey, yeah, great job. We're leaving. I'm like, whoa, what are you guys doing? Stay. There's another band gonna play.
Yeah.
You gotta support. No, we got a late night. See you later. You guys were awesome. I was like, what do you do?
And it's only 7:30.
Yeah. That's harsh. Anybody else bring up any other questions?
Oh yeah,
Look,
Crash, go ahead and bring up that bubble you had earlier.
Well, Christina says that they were hired from Ascent. They were hired to play a corporate show, and they are not a cover band. She said it was brutal, merciless. Like,
Ooh,
That's when you just look at them. I'm still up here, you're out there, and I'm getting paid. So
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Well, yeah, do your homework. I mean, I remember it wasn't a bad show. It was a weird experience of working with this guy. He only did electronic stuff, but he wanted to now have a band, and he had no concept of how to interpret his electronic music into a band. So it would take about 3 hours just to do one song.
Damn, we can write a whole album in that
I know,
time,
right?
man.
Except for lyrics.
Except for the
There
lyrics
weren't
part.
complicated stuff, but and then there were no lyrics. But that was the thing. Like
Ooh.
his show that he booked was supposed to be. They were testing out a new PA system at this art hall, and we got up and played, and actually the show went pretty well. But we wanted to test our new PA. These songs don't have any lyrics. It's like, well, you should have checked.
Yeah.
and just real quick, so Joda just popped in.
What up, Joda?
Joda.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, you
Cheers
gotta
for
remember, it's what? It's like 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock
Oh yeah.
out there. Where
Yeah,
he's at.
he's in like Tennessee or something.
damn! Wow.
Right?
Yep. He's
Yeah,
out there.
over there.
That's cool.
She says
For hanging out.
She says they yelled to Freebird at least 6 times and kept requesting songs.
Oh my God.
It was a long night. That was 2001. Sorry, 2001.
Hey, Crash.
Oh,
Hey, Crash. Is that where Otis worked? Because that's what Otis
Where?
would always say. Otis would
Oh
always
my
say
God,
Freebird.
right? Freebird.
We yelled Freebird.
That's all right. People are jackasses.
yep, they
So-
are. Can be.
One of our viewers is asking, what PA are you guys running currently?
What are we running here?
QSC stack with the 18-inch subs and nice big 12s for the mains, and we use some Altos, some nice 15s, 3 of them for the 4 of them,
5.
5 of them.
Drummer gets 2 monitors because
He
he's
gets
got some
to.
both
He's
ears.
spoiled. We're kind of a spoiled band in terms of sound.
We are a little spoiled.
Great. I love that.
And Chuck has this big board over here. I'm not quite sure what the
That's the Yamaha 2414.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's an older analog board, but it works well. Matter of fact, I think Chris will be running it at the show in Spanaway because he doesn't want to work off the iPad. He likes the analog stuff, you know.
Yeah. We were on an iPad, and our sound was odd. But
Yeah,
they did fix it. But there was some kind of something happening that he'd never dealt with before with iPad and ours. There was like some kind of a surge going on that he couldn't
Put something in a guitar mic.
Dennis knows how to run all of his stuff on an iPad.
I do
too.
the iPad, and I usually just set it up there while I'm playing it. Okay, but it's nice to have somebody out there that can hear what you're sounding like. You know? Stage mixing is always a hard way.
And I've seen this on some of them iPads. You got to pull up a different window for everything, you know. So you got to pull up a window for the drums. You got to pull up a window for the guitar. You got to pull up a window for the bass. You got to pull up a window for vocals. And you're trying to pull up all these windows rather just have the slides in front of you. You know what I mean? But
it depends on
we got way too much in this little room, but we like it.
You can never have too much. You can never have too much equipment for your band. You can't.
This is true.
Right.
Bigger is
So-
better.
Christina wants to know, what are your major musical inspirations, like certain artists and genres?
Thank you, Christina. Good question.
Well, this is going to be fun. How about you, Dennis?
Yeah, God, I have a big list of them. There's so many of them. Early on, I started playing bass because of Jack Bruce. I heard Cream, and I thought, okay, I want to play like Jack Bruce. And then, getting through the heavy rock stuff, I want to be like John Paul Jones, Zeppelin, and then, it came later on. I got into the jazz stuff. I wanted to be Stanley Clark, so I started playing a lot of the funk stuff. I've been in funk bands and all over the place, but I would say Jack is my big inspiration.
So that's a good one.
Started.
That's a good one.
You got me started.
Yeah.
How about you, Dynamite?
Slash.
That was easy. Slash.
That was the reason I started playing guitar.
Definitely a good reason.
That and Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart. I wanted to play that. Kind of the rock stuff early on. And then kind of more in high school, I got more into prog. I'd still say Rush is kind of officially my favorite band, but
Nice.
Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead, and jazz, like George Benson and Wes Montgomery, stuff like that, and Al Di Meola. So I started going to music school and just got into everything there at Berkeley, and then played in a lot of bands. Although now listen to a lot of punk stuff, a lot of rock stuff. Seattle grunge and metal, and a lot of what I listen to lately though is 80s retro synth rock metal. Nice. Yeah,
There's a lot of those too, especially from the 80s.
Yeah.
that's sort of my personal go-to.
Yeah, nice.
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, my favorite. It's Nick Cave.
There you go. So for me, it's kind of interesting because musically, I like damn near any kind of music. Grew up listening to my grandpa, listening to country. Old, the old doo-wop type stuff. Motown, all these types of things. I mean, even singing hymns in church. It's just there's something about music that I've always been connected to. But what made me really want to go and create my own music as a vocalist is hands down Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. And the only reason why is lyrically, musically, and passionately, he's able to make a song that you have to pay attention to, and it follows the groove. You feel the song, you listen to lyrics, they mean something, and then it's sang with such passion that it's unbelievable. And that's what I've always tried to put to when I sing a song for whatever reason, whether I'm doing karaoke or singing our originals. I want to bring that type of passion into it.
Well, yeah, it's on Nine Inch Nails.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with that, I've been listening to a lot of industrial and like Rammstein.
Good old Rammstein Ministry.
Yeah.
Ministry. Yeah.
Damn.
Or Butthole Surfers, some good stuff there.
Yes, I love the Butthole Surfers, man.
I call them butthole for short.
I think a lot of people do.
What about you, Jack?
How are you, drummer dude?
I'm kind of in the same boat he is, sort of. You know, I grew up with music in the house. My dad was a big country fan, a big bluegrass fan. So a lot of Jim Reeves, Hank Williams, Willie Nelson, that kind of stuff. And then mom was on the other side of things with the 50s kind of doo-wop stuff.
Mhm.
And what I say is all the safe music of the 60s. So she wasn't listening to Hendrix and she wasn't listening to Janis. She was listening to Sonny and Cher.
Right.
She was listening to Simon and Garfunkel.
Mamas in the
Mamas
Mamas.
I was exposed to all of that stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
And as I got into my teenage years, I just loved everything. I mean, I liked disco. I like 70s.
That's cool.
I love 70s soft music, you know, Bread and America.
Yeah.
I love Americana. I love funk. I like the old R&B groups. I'm not so much into the new R&B thing, you know, much past TLC or whatever. Big Hall & Oates fan, you know, stuff like that. So as far as musical influences, everything has pretty much influenced me.
Mhm.
But as far as drums go, I would have to say John Bonham.
Oh yes, I can see that. influence.
I'm heavy. I'm heavy into creating the groove.
Mhm.
The groove's very important to me.
Yeah.
It's not all the flash that surrounds that. It's the groove, nailing that groove, and that's what Bonham was always about. And even though I love other drummers, you know, I love Stuart Copeland. Everybody does. Neil Peart, greatest of all time. You know, and somebody people don't talk about anymore, who I think is great. The most recorded artist ever in the history of music, Hal Blaine, who is the most recorded artist ever. He's been on hundreds and hundreds of tracks, played drums with the Wrecking Crew, and he's played with everybody from Sonny and Cher to, I mean, all the list is just immense. If no one knows who Hal Blaine is, look it up. You'd blow your mind.
That Wrecking Crew was a great band.
They were
Carol Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Carol King. Love Carol. She to me is probably one of the greatest songwriters of our generation.
I meant Carol Kay, the bass player.
Oh, Carol Kay.
She played the bass like
yeah.
Beach Boys
Mhm.
stuff, you know.
Oh, in the band.
Brian
in the Wrecking,
Wilson, and she was in the Wrecking Crew.
Yep.
You've seen that movie, you know, she's little
saw
blonde. Yeah.
Everything that wasn't.
But doesn't everything influence you?
Dig it.
Right? Anything musically you get in is going to influence you, right? Somewhere or another.
Yeah. Well, and you have a very eclectic collection that you are inspired by. All of you.
Yeah, because I can listen to Slayer, or I can listen to, you know, Michael Jackson, or I can listen to, you know what I mean? I'm not big into rap music, but I listen to just about everything else.
Well, what are you talking about, man? The boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, well, then I'll pull your
Hey,
car.
man, come on, man. Don't thug life me, Chief.
Yeah, you didn't have to walk out of the room.
See, he talked all that trash and he walked away, though, huh? You see how it works.
I do that quite often to him. It's for dramatic effect.
Does he need another?
I just need my monster.
He's up way past his bedtime. When you get to be his age, he needs to go to bed quite early.
Oh, yeah. We
Steve, you
understand.
stop that crash. You stop that. You know, yawning.
I'm sorry. It's
He's still tired from the weekend.
oh yeah, the weekend was.
You wait till this
Oh, yeah,
weekend. You
beer
think you're
Olympics.
tired now.
Oh, but last weekend was the beer Olympics.
I can't wait for this weekend.
I'm
This
stoked.
weekend is going to be amazing.
It's going to be so fun to be on the big stage.
I hope it's
Oh yeah.
That's gonna
We're
be-
going to set up on the big stage where you guys were in the tiki hut. That's where we're going to do all the auction items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. Yeah, that's gonna look really nice. Really nice.
I'm hoping it's going to turn out okay.
What's that?
In terms of the weather,
It's partly sunny and high
it's a
70s.
covered stage, of course.
Yeah, it's covered stage, but they're looking to mid to high 70s right now with just a slight chance of a shower.
Yeah,
We're good.
we're good.
Dude, it'll be like Woodstock, man. They'll be out there sliding in the mud and
That
stuff.
wasn't mud.
That wasn't mud.
Yes.
That wasn't
Not
mud.
94. It wasn't mud.
It wasn't mud.
Festival style.
Next question, I guess. I'll break the awkward silence.
Yeah, I know. It's always great when there's
I dig
awkward silence. That's a segment, actually.
Right.
Well, we always love to hear stories about, you've been sharing past band names and memories, and if you've had bad experiences at a show or not. So if you have any other, really crazy stories from some concerts that you've gone to or that you have played, please share them.
Okay. I got a couple cool ones.
Yeah.
It's going to date me, though.
When I was back in Rome
It's all
at the
made,
Colosseum, 19 BC. I think that's going to be my wedding joke.
I wrote a little song about it. Goes something like this.
Everybody now.
So let me see. A couple cool stories. I once flipped off Kerry King from Slayer and told him to go fuck himself.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I had backstage all access passes to Clash of the Titans in Philadelphia. And Megadeth, I think, or Megadeth or Anthrax just got off stage.
Yeah.
And I was in the back, and they were getting ready to take the stage, and Kerry King come up the ramp, and he's got all his spikes on, fucking Kerry King.
Yeah.
And I go, kick some fucking ass, dude. And he just looks at me and goes, fucking whatever, some shit like that. And I went, fuck you. So that was a good one.
That
I actually got a couple of really good ones. I got the whole crowd in Seattle one time. Oh, I shouldn't say that because that could be bad. I'm not going to tell you that story. I'm not going to tell you that one.
you're going to tell it to me this weekend.
I will. Remind me.
Yeah.
In 1980, 81 or 82, on my birthday, a buddy of mine in high school grabbed us tickets to go see Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
In her Don't Blame Me, Blame My Wild Heart tour.
wow.
So we get to the Stevie Nicks show, and we're like one person from the wall. She's up there doing her thing, and this girl behind me throws a rose up on stage, and Stevie Nicks grabs this rose and bends out over the stage to hand it to me. And the girl in front of me snagged it out of her hand.
Oh,
Now, I'm not a big believer in all the God is my witness stuff, but the world is my witness. She stopped what she was singing, pointed at me, and told this girl to give me the rose. And the girl is like, no, I'm not giving it to him. She said, give him the rose. The rose is for him. And she's like, nope. And she's like, give him the rose. And I just looked up at Stevie, a young kid, and just melted and went, it's cool.
oh.
What a gentleman.
But, and then my other last one is down in Phoenix, Arizona. I got to sing Seek and Destroy with James Hetfield on stage on their big, massive tour where they played every song they had ever written all the way through Black. I had front row and got yanked up there, and we got to sing Seek and Destroy in front of, I don't know how many thousand were there, but it was pretty cool.
That is epic.
So those are my rock and roll stories.
I was like, you got pulled up on stage in Canada?
We still have a whole hour. I'm sure you could have a whole.
So, I'll make it
Oh, yeah.
last now. Shit out. So it's down.
Just as long as we don't think you're having a stroke.
I was on my honeymoon. I almost had a stroke. And I got this watch. It was really cool. It was a Beatles watch. You know, it had the four of us like they were on Abbey Road. They're walking across.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Oh,
And so
cool.
we ended up. We went down to Cabo, you know, and we went into Cabo Wabo. So we go into Cabo Wabo, you know, Sammy's place.
Yes.
Down there. We're all sitting up in the. If you've ever been there, have you ever been there, Maxwell's?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Oh.
So anyway, we're sitting up in there, and Sammy's there, and in comes the biker cruise ship, right? And so the place is just packed, Cabo Wabo, just packed. Sammy's playing it. So I get down there. I said, I got to dance. I go down there. I'm dancing, you know, and I'm just dancing to the crowd. You know, there's nobody dancing with each other. And this big guy, I mean, he was real big, gets up on stage. And he's gonna say, "Catch me," he says. He got off the stage, and there's this guy and we look at each other, and so we stick our arms out like this, and bam, we all went down. I mean, my head was, you know, spinning and stuff like that, and I go back and I sit back up there, and the next thing we're leaving, it's late, and where's my watch? Oh, son of a bitch! It got knocked off my hand by this flying biker. You know, so we go down to the next, you know, another day, and we go to the next port. I can't remember where it was, but anyway, so we're going, hey, it was cool. We were at Cabo Wabo and we saw these bikers, and then he said, yeah, we were there too. And it was just these two. They came in on these little scooters and stuff. And I said, yeah, it was so crazy. This guy jumped off the stage and knocked off my Beatles watch. And this woman looks at me and she goes, was it a round watch? And I said, yeah. And she almost started crying right there. And she says, I have your watch. It wasn't the guy that flew through the air, but he, so I got
your watch back.
My wedding watch back, you know, one of the wedding watches. So that's a pretty, it was a cool story. It was serendipitous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, definitely was. Wow. I love when stuff like that happens.
Oh, you got a wedding story?
Not a wedding story. No, my concert story. So I was in Michigan, and it was Allman Brothers show. The couple openers, and Robert Randolph and the Family Band was the second opener. Yeah, really amazing steel guitar, but usually steel guitar is country, but he rocks hard and rocks.
He rocks, dude.
And I'd partaken in some psychedelic enhancement that was about starting to kick in during that set.
You got any?
And then
God damn it, back to toes
sorry,
again.
And then he closed out with Purple Haze, and I had this Hendrix ball cap with a Strat with wings coming out, and I love that hat. I've been wearing it every day for a year. And this guy that we were with does this, and I thought he just wanted me to wave it or something, and I go yeah. He took it and threw it on stage.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
If Robert Randolph had seen it, that would have been no. It just flips behind a monitor, and there's a barricade, so there's no going back up there and.
You lost your hat?
I was just crushed, and
That's
finally
lame.
after they're all done, some roadie comes up and walks away with it, and that's it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh man.
Very anticlimactic stories.
That happened to me when I threw one of my band shirts up to Sammy on the stage. I threw it up. Yeah, Sammy Hagar's show. I threw one of our shirts up there, hoping he would be threw it up there, and it kind of. Next thing you know, some roadies grabbing it, walking off with it. I'm like, hey, fuck, man. Sammy, the whole time. No, didn't happen. So don't throw your shit on stage. I'm just saying.
I got one.
Okay, good to know.
Nick Cave in the Bad Seeds. It was about 4 years ago. Nick Cave was playing at the Paramount, and it was just packed, absolutely packed. So my buddy and I, we go out there, and I can't remember what it is that we took. But anyway, we were
Yeah, it must have
out in
been
the
good.
crowd. It was so packed, and said, let's try to get up on front. So after a while, you don't have control over it. It's kind of the waves of people kind of, and so I was being transported like a jellyfish up to the very, and I got up to the front. And Nick was saying, and Nick, who's really quite a showman, he's down there, he sings, and he gets the whole crowd involved, and everybody's reaching out to him and stuff like that. And so I get pushed out there in front, right? And some undertow, probably a short girl or something, starts knocking me backwards. So I grab up, and it's Nick Cave's arm. I start falling backwards. I'm hanging on to Nick Cave, and he's looking at me singing like, "Who in the hell are you?" Isn't this old guy
You're
trying to
calling
drag
him
me into a sea of?
I'm your biggest fan, Nick.
Yeah, I just got pushed up there, But anyway,
That's
that
awesome.
was fun.
How about you, man? What's your claim to fame?
My claim to fame, actually pretty simple. I don't know if anybody knows who Chiodos is or Drugs.
I know what drugs are.
Well, no, the
Chiodos.
band Drugs.
Oh,
Man.
I saw Chiodos at El Corzone, and then a week later went down to Van's Warped Tour down in Portland. And watching this female band, I can't even remember their name, but they were awesome. And I look off to the side, and sitting off to the side and behind the barricade is Chuck Owens. And so I went over to him, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "This is my girlfriend's band." I'm like, "I just saw you play over in Seattle, just last week." He's like, "Yeah, that was a good show." And yeah, just got to talk with him for a little bit. I'm like, "That's just amazing." So that's my little claim to fame.
nice.
I love that.
It's special.
Oh, that was special. What?
It's special for you.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he was just down to earth. He's like, "Yeah, that's his girlfriend's band." I'm like, "They're really awesome." He's like, "Yeah, I like him too."
I love that. So we
Cool,
did have a
cool.
question from the chat for y'all. Go ahead and
Okay.
pull it up, Crash. So what are your favorite bands? Sorry.
Well, since we haven't got to yet, definitely the Maxwells.
You guys.
I would
We haven't
say
yet.
Cherry
That's it.
Dragon.
Yes.
My favorite band.
Oh.
Sherry
Never played
Yeah.
a show yet.
Sherry Dragon and the Maxwells. I think,
Yeah.
those are the two best bands we played with.
Yep, Ascent
So
too.
guys.
The Fuss, Mike Moskowitz.
Strawberry Rocket.
Oh yes.
Uncle Pork Chop.
Uncle Pork Chop.
Uncle Pork Chop.
Karma's Playbook was fun to play with. I loved them. Kerplunk, that was another great band to play with. They were really good. They tore up the stage. They were fun to watch.
I bet.
There was this good band Thin King that was out for some years too. I enjoyed playing with
Never
them.
heard of them. I don't
Never
think I
heard of
know anybody from that band.
Really?
The Galaxy Machine.
Yeah.
They were a great band.
They were
really
especially
weird.
to play with. Huh?
Yeah, they were fun to play with.
Fun to play with.
Yeah. Novatron.
Did they play nice?
Novatron. But
Did they play nice?
they played in the Sandbox nice.
Did
It was
they?
one of those kind
They
of
weren't
Playing in the Sandbox night.
They weren't the type of band to just take their bat and ball and go home.
No.
So it was like a cat playing in the
They're
Sandbox?
actually quite the hippie. Galaxy Machine. It's just a real psychedelic.
I know. I heard
band.
some of that music, dude.
Yeah. A lot of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. Spare yourself.
No, it's great music.
I know. I'm just messing with you, Dennis. I heard some of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
It's
so
trippy.
Crash, do you have that video that I sent you?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you guys.
I don't know.
Yeah,
If everyone wants to hear it, we can kind of give a sample of what we sound like,
Oh.
and,
Oh, in control.
yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
I got it.
hey, I mean, that's what we do.
It's like interviewing Robin Williams. Nobody shuts up.
Okay, we're just hanging out. That's fine.
let's give them a taste of what we do.
You guys want to see some stuff out there?
Hell yeah, we're bringing it up.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
God, who are these sexy guys on the screen?
Yeah.
dude?
Wallpapers.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna move you guys down. Ah,
Howdy, friend. We're having some technical issues.
so apparently, hold on. So, Maxine, you could go into our musicians hangout email.
Oh, it's emailed to you. Gotcha.
Yes.
So I'm not in Musicians Hangout. Could you send it to my Maxwell's one?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to successfully sign into our Musicians Hangout.
And it's on my OneDrive too. I think I sent you the link to the OneDrive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're gonna the internet connection is gonna play a big role in how it plays. So if you want to take the time to download it to your laptop and play it straight from there, probably sound better. But
I might be able to push it on my broadband. I've got some pretty strong broadband.
oh, there you go.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
Meantime, while we try to get this sent,
I sent it to you.
perfect. Once I get it, I'll pull it up. But go ahead and tell our fans where they can find you online so that they can follow you.
We're in that cave on the side of the mountain
In Colorado.
in Colorado near NORAD.
You all hear NORAD? This is true. This is true. No, if you want to find us, if you want to find us and you can afford us, then you know where you can find the A Team. Dun 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 dun.
So does that make you Hannibal?
Gotta
I'm a
love
crazy
love-
bastard.
Okay.
I'm the lunatic, man. I'm not Hannibal.
Mr. T. You're
You're
Mr.
B.A. Baracus? Come on, you got to use the
Raucous
real
Rollus.
B.A. Baracus. Yeah,
I pity the
face.
fool.
Yeah, I'll be Murdoch.
I pity the
No, he
fool.
wants me. I think he wants me.
You want to
I'm
be Murdoch?
Murdoch. I'm
Okay, you're Murdoch.
I'm Murdoch.
Not that I should know all these names or anything. It's not like I watched it all the time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like,
Next question.
love it when a
please.
plan comes together.
you guys.
We should actually answer the question.
What was
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
What was the question? Oh, yes.
I see a video.
Yeah, answer the question.
All right.
You can find
All
us
right, I
on
have it if you guys are ready.
You can
21
find
Day
us on
Coma,
Facebook. Yes.
21 Day Coma on Facebook. We do have a webpage, 21daycoma.com. There's nothing on there yet because
Now
I'm
you
still
have to
trying to
push
learn how
the
to build a
square,
website.
Maxine. And Maxine, you push the square on it. Yeah.
my car and head off down the lane. Wondering what is wrong with me and it's time for a change. Well, I found no direction, something hooked in my veins. The lights and doors around me, oh yeah, now it's gonna stay. Now you have me coming, that's what she said. Oh yeah. That's what she said.
Yay! Yay!
Hell yeah, that was great, you guys.
Thank
That was
you.
very groovy.
Oh yeah,
Very
that was
good.
recorded really
That's
well
what she said.
too.
That's what she said.
Yeah. What did you guys use to record that? That sounded amazing.
Believe it or not, it's the same equipment we're using right now to do the webcam. So it is a Zoom Q8.
A Zoom Q8. Well, very cool.
With an extra microphone, right? You hook
Oh yeah, I hooked up a
Nice.
second condenser mic off to the side to try to get more of the surround sound. But yeah, and then
Sweet.
mix
Oh,
it down a little bit.
very, very
Our
groovy.
man Corey, he's a knob spinner.
You know, the videographer.
Yeah, the videographer.
I can only do that when I
Yeah.
get down on my desktop at home.
And I think that's made a difference because we've recorded everything we played. Every time we come
I
in,
was just
we
going to ask if you had more recorded. Yeah. So you
we
record
every rehearsal.
Yep,
And
almost every rehearsal. I think I've missed a couple. But yeah, no, we try to just so we can remember what we're doing, listen to it later to critique ourselves. We share it with each other. Everybody can get it.
And we're getting a lot of these songs are works in progress. We're one of the cool things about the project is, I've been in dozens and dozens of bands, but I've only been in a couple where there wasn't a predominant songwriter. We all write here. Maybe it starts with like a bass riff or something or a guitar riff, but it might just start with a drum groove or something.
Yeah.
And so we try and document as much of stuff as we can, and we might want to tweak something out a little bit later.
Yep.
We're all.
And
we're all
it
part of
seems
the
like
writing process.
we kind of know what's working and what's not. So if we start into a jam
Listen to it, yeah.
and we can see that Corey's feeling it already, he's already up on the microphone and getting something's coming to him, whether it's just a melody or whatever, then it's something we'll continue to work with. Kind of if we're jamming on something and it's just not getting that feeling out of it, you just kind of move on and pick something else to jam on.
Yeah.
And again, you listen to it later and you critique yourself. You go, man, I should have been just sticking with the groove there, or I should have been doing this or that. And so it's a good tool. It gets you there quicker because you're able to pair off all of the superfluous, stuff and really turn it into a song. And I think that's what's cool about that.
Capture.
And we've always really
Yes.
been together how long? I mean, really, we didn't get to start back into playing music again until
We didn't start playing electric until like end of September or October.
where we got our
started
band back
writing.
together.
Yeah, when we started writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I guess
How many
it's
songs
September.
do you have?
9 complete.
Nice.
Not bad.
That's really
I
good.
think we have
Considering
one
you started
that we know is
playing
in the wins that we can start working on, but we've got. I know that the other practice we had like 2 weeks ago, we had like 3 or 4 different
New ideas.
the jams that they were doing, and it's like, yeah, those can probably become something. I can see that, So I just kind of have them sitting out there, and we'll listen to them later after we, do a couple of our shows and have these 9 completely solid, and then we move on and start creating some more.
And again, I've played some of these riffs that I thought, I don't really care for it. And then after a while, after you massage the thing into to something, it sounds, hey, I'm digging it, So it's kind of a discovery. It's like taking the gold from the draws,
And it's great having such awesome basis to just lock in with, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
We
got the pocket. I tell you what, he's in the pocket.
It's nice when you can lock in, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got to say, it's been kind of
from the rhythm section. That's cool, guys.
I mean, watching these two play, and as they're working on a part, and in some of the other bands that I've been in, it's a kind of a tedious process because they're like, no, you have to play it like this, and the other one goes, okay, like this. No, you're doing that. You're doing this. They don't. They kind of go. They're like, this is how I'm doing it, and their fingers are like flying everywhere. They're making all this great sound, and the other one's like this. I mean, almost per beat. It's not like they slow down and go, dun, 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 they're just right on cue with each other. And they hammer out this, breakdown section or an ending or whatever the case may be that would probably take most musicians a good, half hour to really hammer out and nail down and be on cue and be on time. And they're done in 5 minutes,
Wow.
So the way that they're able to communicate with each other to iron out some of those kinks and stuff like that. I mean, it blows me away.
I love
never
that.
seen
What good flow. That's nice.
For sure, like I'm cool, but like I don't know, you've just been doing this for 100 years, and
Yeah. Well, it's all part of the mathematics stuff like that, because math, really, it's a structure of it. But
when Dennis started, bass only had 1 string.
It's and I played with people that didn't know how to improv. I remember when I went to Gonzaga. And we used to play, and I go, okay, just improv. There's a keyboard player, fantastic. She was absolutely play everything. But if you just asked her to jam, which seems like the simplest thing in the world for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, and after you jam like that for so long, it just starts working itself into your DNA, and it's more of an intuition of where the music is heading than it is an actual. Hey, I'm thinking about structure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think that's where we're at pretty much. I'm trained one way on the streets, and he's trained in the classroom, and we kind of.
And I'm just a train wreck.
Yeah, but
I'm in training.
He's in training.
Yeah,
diaper training.
We're
potty training him right now.
There's when it comes to writing lyrics, there's got to be a thought process to it. There's always a story to tell. There's always there's got to be like I said, there's be a little bit of passion in it. You gotta, it has to be written well.
I think a big key to what we're doing and why we're able to create stuff so quickly is we all listen. Everybody listens. Everybody here is really good at improvising and playing stuff just right off the cuff and listening, not just doing what they're doing, not just playing for themselves. We're all playing for each other, playing for the song. And I think we just, it's all about listening. You know what I mean? And it takes that listening to be able to improvise and when you do that for a while, it only takes you a few measures to understand whether what you're doing is working or not.
I think it's a selfless thing.
It is.
Instead of doing this self-reflection, do I sound good?
No, it's not about that.
It's more of, forgetting about the self and just pushing yourself out there into I call it Flobius.
Yeah, man.
Where everybody's in, working and weaving everything together, and it's got
funny.
that feel in it.
It's funny for me because like when we're on, like when we're all right on, I almost don't hear nothing anymore. When we're on, like everybody's on, it's almost like silence for me at that point.
Wow.
It's pretty bizarre.
So much into the
Everybody's
groove.
I can get that.
Yeah. Like
You
out
know?
of body.
Yeah, and it becomes, and I can tell when we're on because, like I said, it almost just goes silent. I can see everything happening. I
Yeah.
can feel the music,
And the time
but
goes
everything's
by,
so tight that I can't differentiate anything anymore. Because now
Oh,
we're
yeah.
one unit. We're just that one. We all become one at that
I
point.
equate it to just being truly at play. Because don't you remember when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And you were like playing, soccer or baseball or something like that. All of a sudden, the time, like you thought it was only half an hour. It's 4 hours. It's getting dark like that.
Lights are coming on.
But that sense of time, of not being here anymore, you feel like you're a kid again, and you're at play with the others, and you're just like you got that game going. It's like time all of a sudden it shrinks into this kind of very unusual, and it's great. It's very satisfying. It's gratifying. It's my church.
Absolutely.
We go to church together,
Yeah,
and we pray to the
Here comes
music
Sunday.
for the muse to take us.
we do.
Pretty much.
We're just a vessel it comes through. I mean, honestly, right? All of us.
Yeah.
Wherever your music comes from inside you, you are just the vessel, right? Wherever
Yeah.
it's coming from, you're just a vessel from which it feeds, man. It just, right?
Yep.
I'm just fortunate that all these guys kick ass.
Yeah, they do. You all do. You all kick ass.
We're our biggest fan club.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're right on that one. And I can actually, and I don't feel egotistical saying,
Right?
Yeah.
And besides, I think we make music for ourselves, period. We don't ever think about what anybody's going to think about what we're playing or if they're going to like it. I'm not
Right.
writing because I want to write you some perfect pop song. We play, and it's weird. We play whatever we're into that day. So if we come in and we're feeling a little poppy, we write a little poppy. If we come in and we're feeling a little jazzy or funky, we write in that vein, or a little heavy, we write in that vein. But there's we don't have a set. We're not looking to have a set.
We could be Fish. We could be Pantera.
Yeah.
All the songs
You don't have
sound
to be in a box. That's great.
They do. The songs are all
It's
really different.
Very off the
It's
board,
not
but
like here's one, here's
kind of some unifying.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of different things going on. I hear a lot of different stuff in our music, Chili Peppers and different things, and a lot of I hear a lot of different things.
So it
Man.
goes back. Everything's pretty groove.
What was the name? Okay, so one of the things that we did as we were creating a song, or a couple of them really, all we did was have these different riffs and
different parts,
pieces.
the Dave Matthews.
So we didn't have they weren't put together yet. But we finally had one that we put together, and we actually named them by either the artist or song that they kind of reminded us of the most. Do you remember what that one was called? It was
It's Friends.
Dave Matthews.
It's Friends.
Well, yes, no, but what did we call it with all the other names?
Dave Matthews, Tom Petty, Chili
Chili
Peppers, something.
Talking Heads.
No, I know what you were talking about. It was a very off the wall kind of name.
It was just how we remembered it at the time.
Yeah.
We didn't have any lyrics to it yet. We didn't know what it meant.
Talking Heads,
Talking Peppers.
The Talking Peppers.
Talking Peppers. Matthews.
Yeah. And so we just kind of mashed all the names up together. So it was something like that. It was like Talking Peppers. I can't remember how it was. I was hoping someone remember. We probably have it recorded somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
Actually saying it. But yeah, it just was comical to
It took
us.
a little while to get used to recording ourselves to get visually, because recording the sound's one thing, but recording what you look like is another thing. So you look at yourself and they say self-conscious. Self-consciousness.
No,
You're playing the drum.
Yeah.
All you got to do is move your arms around.
I'm not
Now we got to
self-conscious. No.
stand there and do something.
Please, hello.
Yeah, no, we totally understand that whole looking at the camera.
Looking at
Sorry.
yourself, yeah.
I'm just, you know,
Getting used to looking
it's
at yourself.
funny. The very first show I ever played was a backyard party for my kid's birthday party when we lived out in Carnation. I had been
great.
playing the drums about 3 months, and we had about 25 cover songs together.
Sweet.
And I sang most of them and played drums, which is what every new drummer should do.
Yeah.
And
Bill Collins.
I remember we got out there the first song, and I'm just looking down at the ground, and I'm playing, and I can feel my legs start to shake. Like, you know, when you get really nervous and your foot just starts to jump around, and I can swear to God, at this point, it sounds like I'm playing a double bass.
Yeah, right?
And I'm looking down, and I'm so nervous I won't even look up. And then I look up, and I see that everybody's looking at us. And I'm like, and this is cool.
Cute.
And then when I listened back to the recording, my jumpy foot never messed up the kick beat. So I was kind of like,
Yes.
I mean, it totally sucked because I totally sucked, but it was, you know, it was a fun experience nonetheless, you know. But
yeah, when I start out, it's like that. You get nervous. Gosh, when I played in the city and people sang Celtic Demon back to me the first time, I almost stopped. I was like in awe that they were singing with me. But now I just encourage it. It's just flow now, just part of it. But like when that happened, it just tripped me up. I was like, whoa.
yeah, but what a great feeling though, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
When people get it. You know what I mean? You can go out there and play cover songs all night long, and that's fine. People are all having a great time.
Yeah.
But when you create something and you share it with people, and it don't matter if just one person gets it. And even if they don't get it, as long as we get it, then that's it. But we hope that somebody else will, you know. And if you write for yourself, generally someone else is going to feel those same emotions.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, yeah.
I'm still waiting for somebody to sing back my lyrics. I haven't had that yet.
It very well could.
Most of the other stuff that I've done has been more rah, 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 rah. They don't know the lyrics, you know? So that could be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, this will be something different for all of you that know Corey's past endeavors. Come out and watch him sing.
Yeah, like one of the things I like about this is like, pretty much all the songs have some kind of, you know, hook.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'll
Hooky.
be singing, you know, particularly Dream Girl. I think
Yeah.
is really catchy. But now we got that Float On By. But
Float on
like,
by, yeah.
and just you know, the heavy stuff too. You know,
Yeah.
That's the hooky. That's rip. Real rippy.
Too late for me.
Too late for me. Yeah, definitely.
It's an anthem too.
Yeah, we're hoping everybody digs it, you know. Because like I said, right? It's a great feeling, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's totally humbling. The first time I ever seen anybody out there groove into a Strawberry Rocket song, I was just like, oh my God. You know? I'd never been so high in my life. Ever.
Yeah.
And believe me, I've been some places. but never have I been so high as I am when I get up on stage and people are just getting it, man. Right?
So
Agreed.
our friend Daniel Ray from Licking County Metalhead, he said these guys definitely have passion for music. Awesome. Horns up.
Horns up from Buster.
Right? Buster's in there.
Yes.
Hello, Buster. I just see his like nose.
Ooh, your doggy's back too. Time for all the dogs.
This is Jammin' Janice J.
You don't have to leave. You can
She's
stay here.
Janice, come here.
Come on.
Come here, JJ. Come here. This is Jammin' Janice J. You've probably seen her in the video. She likes to hang out with us. She lays right in front of the drums and the speakers as we have practice. Remarkably, she's not deaf. And then our other dog is not in here. Everybody knows our Alice Pooper.
Alice Pooper.
Oh, love the name. Yes, Alice Pooper.
Alice Pooper.
And we have here on screen.
We have
Is that-
Buddy and Buster.
Yeah, Buddy's back here and Buster.
Hey, buddy. All
They're
right.
not camera shy.
No.
No, they're just out.
And I must say, your performance the other night for what we could hang out for was awesome.
Thank
You really got the crowd going. It was super cool, Maxine.
Oh man, and it was a really fun crowd. I had so much fun with y'all, and oh my gosh, it was just
so cool.
Crash.
it was just the best, just to be out and
I might start.
music again. So that was our first concert since January 2020, so it just felt really good to be back in it.
Oh man, I bet. We can't wait. I mean, we cannot. Oh,
Can't wait.
Right.
I'm excited for Saturday.
I already told these guys, man. Normally before I hit the stage, only a couple, but I might have to just so we're not playing speed metal when I get up there. I'll be so excited. Every song will be like, "Hey, dude."
Dude, you might want to calm down just a minute.
Calm down.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So a question that I like to ask is, how do you like to listen to music? I'm a vinyl person. I really love vinyl. I like, the sound of it and just the old school feel of it. In fact, there's a vinyl revival festival that's happening this weekend out in my area. I mean, I will be in Spanaway with y'all, but out here they're having this vinyl festival. It's pretty sweet.
My son, my oldest son, he's definitely into the vinyl stuff.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, he gave me his old turntable, and for Father's Day for the past 3 years has bought me 9 Inch Nail vinyls. So I'm starting my collection. Actually, this last year, he got me the Broken album, which actually came in with the small little disc, just like the original CD did. Yes, it is. It's really cool, but I don't listen to it. I prefer digital.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is for convenience. I can play it in my car. I can play it on my phone. I can take it with me wherever I need to. I mean, my whole entertainment center is my computer. So, it's like I'd rather go digital than anything because I can transfer things anywhere I want to and use them how I want to. But that's just me.
And streaming is the way I listen to it, because they have apps now that are, if I had a record for everything I listen to, I wouldn't have a house big enough, because now you can go to the app and you can just like geolocate any place, Istanbul, or all this music will come out, all of these different stations, South Africa.
True.
And then you hear new music, and I get that rush out of hearing something that I've never heard before. So
I stream quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I haven't got my record player working a while, and my CD player in my car just gave out, so I'm pretty much just streaming. I haven't tried this geolocator thing. You'll have to show me that later.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
But
I pretty much.
I like the search algorithms. That you can find all sorts. This band. And you might be in like a few bands down the road in a completely different genre, but it still connects back to things that were like the first band, but are doing something else. Or maybe I want something with more guitar, something with less guitar, something with a saxophone, or what's somebody in the country doing?
Yeah.
And I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I like to listen with my ears.
That's probably the best answer I've heard.
In my soul. My ears and my soul.
Oh, I love that.
But you were talking about vinyl, and
Yes.
I'm sitting on some original pressings of stuff from the 50s and 60s that my parents left me. Johnny Cash stuff, the Folsom Prison Blues original pressings.
Ooh, nice.
Sitting on Mama's and Papa's original pressings, Sonny and Cher, all kinds of original pressings of vinyl I have. But I used to be big into vinyl, and then somebody ripped all my records off and
what?
left me. Yeah, I had
That sounded sincere.
Oh.
I had cases full of records, and they broke into the apartment one night and stole them all. But but I have a small collection of vinyl. I have some CDs, wherever it's coming from. I watch a lot of concerts on Access TV.
Sorry, we have an ad playing.
Yeah,
Gotta play the ad.
yeah. We got our sponsor wants their time too. Our sponsor wants their time too. Who is it this
I
week?
gotta
Geritol and Depends.
I thought it was Oregon. I don't know. That's weird. 1-877 card for kids.
Oh my God.
When the kid is singing,
I want my money and I want it now.
J.G. Wentworth.
Oh, Chuck O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Ow!
Really? No.
Is this what the fuck we're doing now? You gotta get control of these guys, would you?
Every single from every radio commercial ever. Go.
Right?
Oh boy, huh?
Yeah.
Is that how we're gonna do it? No.
Now we need another hour, right?
Maybe the farm is down like that.
Actually, I was thinking, don't worry, we'll keep the line on for you.
Where's that salsa from? New York City.
Get a rope.
Excuse me. Is that Grey Poupon?
Thanks,
Do you happen to have any Grey Poupon?
With a name like
Mentos.
Grey
Those
Poupon,
are the best.
come on.
Hey,
I love a spicy mustard. I mean, seriously.
I
I just
love
say
stuff.
15%.
Oh, you
That's
guys,
the
speaking of food, the food at Rumors. Oh my God, I had the beast burger. That was amazing.
Was it made out of real beast?
Yes.
Yeah, was it made out of real beast? Like roast
Dude,
beast?
It had
My heart
bison.
just grew 3 sizes today.
For the vegetarians out there, is there something on the menu for the
Dude,
You know
vegetarians?
what's
that
going
was-
Tofu?
It had bison, it had wild boar, and it had elk, all in one burger.
Yeah, that is some beast, huh?
That is.
Yeah. And
You know, I
was
go
so
to Panda Express, but I can never get any panda. It's always chicken and beef and stuff. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the hell?
What about panda? Oh,
What's a panda, man?
Ah, yeah, there you go.
I'm just kidding out there, Peter. Don't get crazy. I love little pandas.
What did you expect when you went to Wendy's?
Bet you they're good with sweet and sour.
I got a question. What is the
Well,
weirdest?
we have from our audience.
What kind of stuff do you guys do during your gig that brings your fans to the stage?
We sit there and say, come up to the stage.
Free beer.
We discussed that earlier with my ding-a-ling.
Now that's how you drive people away from the
Once
stage.
I was climbing up the garden wall,
Slipped and had a terrible fall.
terrible fall.
Fell so
Fell
hard.
so hard I heard bells ring, but I held on to my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
See,
That's the
how
kind
we
of
get
stuff
people
we're gonna
up to the
do.
stage.
That's what we're going to do. See?
And it's
You
all
had
happening
Vince
Saturday.
Daniel.
I'm
Oh, and cold beer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this guy here, he's going to dance around a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You're going to dance. He's probably going to do something like this.
You know, and that's what a bass player does.
Right?
$100 to get you down,
Right?
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 Get the moving.
And then this guy here is probably going to be like monkey faced out,
He looks like
right?
that.
And then this dude here is going to be all like,
Just without the hair.
right?
yes,
And I'll be back there. You won't be able to see me.
yeah, right. Behind the drums and
Yeah,
the
you'll be
hair.
like,
Yeah. I don't have that hair. I got nothing up here. If I
No.
blind you like that, you know.
you'll see me trying to keep time with the recording.
Oh. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But I
I'm Millie Vanilli.
Come on, got
You're a Mexican.
Millie.
Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you.
I love you. I used to like them.
This is
Now,
exactly what
Blame it
everyone.
on the rain.
Yeah. Blame it on the stars. That good night. You know. So really, I mean, how do we bring people up to the stage?
That's kind of your job.
Well, no, it's all of us. I think it.
Well, I'm going to be making a lot of noise, so that's going to help.
Cover's stuck.
It's really just about bringing the energy to it. You
That's it,
know,
man. Candy.
Free candy.
Candy. Candy, yes. Come here, little people. You want some candy? Take candy from the band. We have a van over here, too.
Oh.
I'm sorry, God. Jeez.
No, I think it says free candy on it. Like I feel like you're good.
Three
Yeah.
tacos.
Yeah.
Three tacos.
Yeah. Another way to do it is speak very quietly, so they have to come
Taco bar in
closer.
front.
So you're just like, hey, where are we at?
We want you to see. What are you saying? Well, come here and I'll tell you. Yeah. So just come closer to the stage.
Oh my.
And you all think we play music. Actually, what we do
And candy.
we're just comedians. That's all we do. We come out to these shows. You think you're
Hey.
going to hear music, and we just tell jokes all day.
I will say this.
Kidnappers.
Anybody,
Kidnappers.
I will say this. Anybody who's out there watching us that had no plans on coming to the show, if you come out to the show, you donate your $10, you walk up to the drummer dude, the drummer dude, will buy your first beer.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right?
I'll take a keg.
That's gonna suck if the head doesn't show up, but I'll do it anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of bandmates too.
I know.
Bandmates are on their own.
You get drink
All
tickets,
right.
right?
So if you were planning on coming and watching us silliness and all this and seeing our video made you want to come check out some Coma, then I will buy you your first
Get
beer
a Coma.
at Rumors.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love that. Yes.
Coma. You got Coma at Tacoma.
Yeah, when you got Coma at Tacoma,
Well, technically, it's not at Tacoma.
no,
It's at
that'll be the
Spanaway.
next one. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, that's
Well,
next month.
Just
Tacoma.
saying, we can't wait to play Tacoma.
And when you
Now-
guys leave Spanaway, man, hit the Wild Boar for some barbecue. Get some good beans there. A lot of dead
Ooh.
animals staring at you too while you're eating.
My
Oh,
kind of
that's
place.
Now, unless you're a vegan or a vegetarian, then don't stop at the Wild Boar. Stop at
Don't
the
go
Wild
there.
Zucchini.
Man,
Right.
I want to have the beef
You can have your
burgers.
vegetables that you are eating off of your plate stare at you through the garden window.
You know, I made my bandmates dinner tonight.
The garden window.
Yes, you did.
I made my bandmates dinner
Stuffed
tonight.
shells.
Yep. Stuffed
Ooh.
shells.
Oh, what do you guys have?
Mhm.
Stuffed shells.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're very
My
good.
yes.
Yeah, he's good. Good.
Yes,
He's
I
good.
do.
Dude, I love it when my bandmates make me food. Like, it's my favorite
That's why they
thing,
keep me in the band, because I cook and have a jam room.
right? Oh, well, that's still like
Well,
very helpful.
That's all right. It
Very
works for me.
handmade. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. My husband cooks. So my guitarist / husband, he cooks for me. So,
Oh,
thanks, babe.
Is
Thank
Is
you.
that how it's supposed to work?
The only
As
time
you
I
should.
get out of cooking is if I go to band practice and my bandmates make food for me.
Yes. And
Oh,
I
So I like
sometimes
that.
I make you breakfast sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are in a band together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I get that.
Yeah, we both cook, but she does most. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get awesome Japanese food.
Oh
Ooh.
my god. Yes. You are lucky.
On.
So, hey,
All
are
right,
you
guys.
people going to come out and party with us on the 21st, man? Raise a bunch of
Oh,
money for
yeah.
LLS. This is our 11th year. Rock Mama's put this on. We're going to auction off some awesome items. We have Coach bags. We have guitars. We have all kinds of jewelry. We have Estee Lauder, blah, 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 and a bunch of killer bands. We got comedians. I'm just
Yes.
saying. And
sword swallower.
you only get one time to see the first time 21 Day Coma plays public live. Because we're only doing it one time. It's the first time.
It's the first time. Ooh, that's
It's the
very
first time we'll be
special.
playing public.
Yep.
So if you miss this one, then you can never say you've seen the first time. You can only be like, well, I seen him the third time, or it was the 50th time, but it was kick ass. But you can't say I was there for the first one unless you're there for the first one.
Is
Exactly.
Buster crying?
I don't think so. Where's Buster at?
I just keep hearing a dog whining or something.
He
That's
whining?
mine.
That's me.
Jay, come here. JJ,
I was crying
Come on.
because of what he was
15
saying.
minutes
because my dog wants to go out.
Oh,
I
see?
Yeah, too, I kept looking at him, and it's not mine.
I'm
We
like,
just thought it was Dennis.
yeah.
We paid no attention. We just thought he was wheezing over there.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's a coma. And
Oh,
I
he's
haven't
a
days, I
bass player.
still, still have chunks of stalactites, and all that. But it's just really weird. But when you're in a coma, you don't remember anything. It's like being Rip Van Winkle. You just go down, and then you wake up, and it's like and I went through this thing to where I had this. It's called. It's where you lose like a whole bunch of muscle, and you can't even lift up.
Atrophy.
No, it's not atrophy. It's called something else.
No,
But-
it's called atrophy, bro.
It happens. It's called CIP, actually. Critical illness neuropathy. But
This dude's been through the
who's
ringer.
asking?
This dude's been through the ringer.
But it's pretty intense. So you wake up and it's like everybody's just like freaked out, and you try to talk and you can't. Your lips don't move, and
Oh,
yeah, and you got wires hanging off, and you got tubes running down the, it's pretty intense. It
I
is.
bet.
I just don't want you guys to get it, man. I
Right.
want anybody to have it.
Well,
it's not something you.
I've not only had both my vaccinations, I got my booster shot yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I saw on Facebook that you had gotten your booster. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they recommend you wait 8 months
Well,
before the booster.
well, that's for the average American. If you're immune suppressive drugs or you're on immune therapy, they suggest you get it. You still got to wait 3 months before you can get it, your third one. But if you're on your immune deficient immune therapy or any of that, they want you to go get it.
I think they only announced the big booster for
A couple days ago.
just today. Actually,
No, well, for everybody today, but a few days ago they announced it for people who were immune deficient drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because I'm on immune
months ago,
suppressive
qualified.
drugs.
Yeah.
I take Cosentyx for my psoriasis, so my immune system's been suppressed. So all I had to do was go into Safeway, go blah blah blah. I'm on Cosentyx. They looked up my stuff, took me in back, hit me with the third shot, and yeah, just like the first two, my arm hurt, but that's it.
I get sick for 5 days.
I know it messed you up, man.
It still does.
But after that second one,
Yeah.
Dad, it started to come back, dude.
But I tell you what, I don't look forward to getting sick again.
No,
Every
God,
time you-
no, bro.
So I already got the antibodies just heavily
Yeah.
in there, and so when it feels, it thinks it's an invader,
Yeah,
the shot, and so it attacks it.
yeah,
Next thing you know,
Oh.
it's again for 5 days.
yeah. Both
Yeah.
of his shots, he felt like crap.
Yeah. But that's it.
You
I've
know,
been through the ringer.
we can only be as safe as we can be.
I had a headache for a couple days. I got the Johnson & Johnson's one and done. Like the blood clot one.
Why do you smile when you say that?
I got the blood clot one.
Got the
Clot one.
She's right.
Well, it was weird for me because after I got my second shot, I came home, and like an hour later, I was tired. Like, just felt like taking a nap, and that could just be because, well, I'm old and lazy. But the next morning when I woke up, I felt better than I've felt in like 10 years. It was like I woke up like, wow, let's go.
That's
So give me another
cool.
5G chip. I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
They're doing something that's working.
I
I
think
got
he's up.
the Moderna and I was sick the second time. So I was really tired the first one, just took a nap. And then the second one, I felt, like fluish mostly. So it hit me for the second time, but it was only for a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, lucky birds.
yeah.
I had a headache. That was about it.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of felt tired, but it was
I think that's par for the course. I think all of us felt tired with it, maybe.
Well, I felt
Well,
tired because the whole year prior.
So we don't
Right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
No, we got lazy, not tired. We got lazy.
lazy.
Well,
Let's get us
I did not get lazy. I was working the whole time, so
I'm not
Oh,
lazy or tired. I'm just stoned.
Right.
All right, guys. So we got about 10 more minutes left of our live broadcast. And I like to ask all the musicians on the show what advice you have for other musicians.
keep playing with your heart and soul. I mean, I don't
I'm
care,
glad you said heart and
I
soul.
don't care how
not-
good or how bad you think you are. Just do it. If it makes you happy, just do it.
It's healing. Yes.
Just be passionate about your instrument, and then whatever you pick, jump into it. Just live with it, sleep with it, eat with it, use it like a spoon, but be one with your instrument. I guess that's it. Succinctly.
I love it. I'll remember that always. Use it like a spoon.
Well, it works if it's a flute.
Could use my drum shells as a bowl, maybe, but not a spoon.
Fun with that moment. But some good advice too. We've been talking about a lot of shows, but if you're a recording studio, it's time is valuable, and you always want to let your if you're going to take a smoke break, let your engineer know where you're going.
Oh, I heard this story.
Might just go down to the basement, and you might just get locked down there. And the engineers, they get fixated on things, and they don't realize how long time passed. It might be over an hour before they come down and let you out. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's hilarious.
I remember that
Please
story.
don't do that.
So in a recording studio, make sure you always tell the engineer where you're going.
Yes.
That's good advice. Okay.
And bring a key.
Or at least there's breadcrumbs.
Find your way back. Damn.
Be careful where you release the spit valve.
Pepperoni.
I guess first and foremost, don't be the drummer for Spinal Tap. That's probably good advice. I'm going to say, right? Would you say that's good advice? Don't be the drummer for Spinal Tap. That's probably good advice. You know, it's all about passion, I think.
Yeah.
If this is what you're really passionate about, you're just going to want to do it. And
Agreed.
if you don't want to, if you come in the room and you don't want to grab your guitar before you go into work in the morning, it's probably not really your thing as much as you might think it is.
It's not about
never
the money, is
It's
it?
never about money.
No.
Yeah.
It's never about pleasing other people. It's about the fact that inside you, this is who you are, and that's what you got to do. So if when you wake up in the morning, your first thought is, hey, I'm going to go freaking to my job and frame a wall or whatever the case may be. And your first thought isn't, hey, I want to go play my drums, or hey, I want to go in there and write some music, or hey, I want to go play my guitar. Again, man, it's probably not really your thing, man, you know? And I would search for something that you're more passionate about, you know, honestly. And,
An accountant.
you know, or whatever it is, there's a lot of things to be passionate about. But I just, when it comes to music, it's anybody can pick up an instrument and learn how to play. That's not everybody can do that. And it's not easy for everybody, but everybody can learn how to play an instrument. But to be a musician, it's a whole different thing. It's not playing an instrument.
Yeah.
It's not writing lyrics. It's not coming up with drum beats.
I think
It's
about
something in here that has to come out of you.
I think it's about
a
trying to find
It's a
your
life,
authentic
It's a life.
voice.
you know?
You know, trying to find your own unique sound, because I know a lot of musicians that aren't that great, you know, technically, but they got their unique angle of things, and that's it. Finding your own voice in the way that you sound and nurturing that, rather than trying to become, you know, Jimmy Page or something.
Yeah. It's better to play simple well than difficult poorly.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean,
Look at Bob Dylan.
right? It's better to play simple really well than it is to,
Yeah, don't just sing in the shower. Perform
exactly.
in the shower.
Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly.
Okay, bad analogy, I guess, for this group of guys.
Apparently, exactly.
That's what you said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Done. Got it. All right. Well, here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys, we have about 5 more minutes, and I want a drummer dude and Adam to come closer to the screen and show us your shirts. Come on up. Look at this. Look at what they're representing.
That's right.
Why is it so dark?
That's right.
Very dark.
It's Hangout, baby. If you ain't here, you're nowhere.
That
There
says
we
Miss
go.
Vision. Hang out.
Yes.
If
they
you
got-
ain't here, you're nowhere. Nowhere. You might be in a cave in a mountain in Colorado
Near NORAD.
near NORAD.
In 19 BC, in this place called Rome.
Rome.
That's
I
the-
seen the first concert ever.
And that's where we had those silver bells on a string.
It was the first concert ever.
Silver bells on the string. That's hilarious.
Oh.
Oh Lord! You
So again, we hope everybody had a great time with us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, very much so.
Dennis Ray Martinez on the bass, D. Adam Epster on our vocals, Mr. Guitar, excuse me, Mr. Corey World on the vocals. I'm your drummer, dude. We want you guys to all come out Saturday and rock with us at Spanaway. These girls are going to live stream the whole thing, and it's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah, we are going to have a good time.
Epic.
All of our friends that are not in Washington State can tune into our live stream on Musicians Hangout for our LLS benefit on Saturday from Rumors in Spanaway.
Yep. Go hit them up on Facebook, like Musicians Hangout. Go find them
Musicians
on
Hangout.
YouTube as well. And subscribe to their channel. You can
Thank
find
you.
us on Facebook at 21 Day Coma. Just look for our little sign, our 21 Day Coma mask. And yeah, come like our page. Come out to our show. Let's have a good time.
Let's make it the epic first one.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so epic, you guys. Seriously, I can't wait.
Awesome.
Very cool. So yeah, follow 21 Day Coma on Facebook. Find them there.
Woo! Love you,
Thank
girls.
Love you. Love
Find
you.
us, Daryl. We love it. And I wanted to thank you again for representing Musicians Hangout merch. Thank you so much, guys, for
Absolutely. You guys are awesome, man. We appreciate everything you guys do.
Underwear.
We love you guys. We love you.
I mean, not that you're wearing. I mean, for sale.
Whoa. Whoa, hey, easy there, man. Easy.
Calm down,
I'll
bro.
send you my underwear.
Calm down just a minute.
oh my goodness. Tonight has been too fun. Thanks, guys. I haven't laughed like this in a long time. Thank you.
Good.
Right?
It
Well,
is all about fun.
To all of our future endeavors together. I mean, we'll have you guys back on the show. Make sure that you send us videos and anything you want us to promote. If you're coming out with an EP or a CD or a music video, send it our way. We'll get it out there for you.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you. We appreciate
That
that.
rocks. That rocks.
Hey, Crash,
Yes.
just know Saturday, I'll have plenty of glue, girl.
Ooh, I'm so excited about that. Yay.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I'll bring the sacks.
Yeah. Coming fully loaded.
Excited for that.
Coming fully loaded.
The glue
I'm
and the
excited for that.
And I'll bring a
Thank you,
couple
guys.
codes to lick.
Oh,
yes.
I have the
Yes.
code. Come on.
It'll be a
Yeah.
silver toad, right? Or was it iron toad?
Iron.
Iron toad.
Oh.
Loaded.
I licked
That's
some
all right,
codes
guys.
one time. They must have been the wrong kind. All I got was like slimy taste in my mouth.
I like big toads and little toads.
It happens. Sometimes
Well,
they don't
thank you.
get the prints.
And thank you guys so much for being on the show again tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Guys. And we
Had
will
a
see you on Saturday.
Bless Musicians Hangout.
Yes.
Big
Good
and
fun.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
These motherfuckers right here.
Yeah, you're right, guys.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh gosh, that was good.
Oh,
Maxine's not conceited. She's convinced.
I love you guys. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man, we must bid adieu. So I will take us out. You ready?
Hit it.
All right, here we go. Good night, everyone. Happy Wednesday. See y'all on Saturday. Woo!
See you Saturday.
Yeah. Tune in.